Thanks a Lot Universe by Chad Lucas, Chapter 17, 4 Words, Brian. Richie sprawled on the couch, half watching a SpongeBob episode he'd seen 3 times already. When's your friend coming? He grumbled. I'm starving. I ignored him. He'd gotten saltier all afternoon. First, his Switch died, and he realized he'd forgotten his charger, which he insisted was somehow my fault. It wasn't. Then he didn't want canned soup for dinner, because soup was worse than, well, take one guess. I told him I couldn't exactly pack a pizza in my backpack, so it was soup or nothing. But we couldn't even have soup because our moldy cabin didn't have a can opener. What kind of cabin didn't have a can opener? A dusty, haunted murder cabin. That's what. This place wasn't getting a 5-star review from me. I'd started hacking at the can with a knife, but I was afraid of accidentally slicing my hand. Finally, I'd given up and taken it outside to whack the lid with a rock. But when I did, the can burst and soup spilled everywhere. I'd kicked it across the yard and swore. A lot. Loudly. Thank goodness Ezra was bringing food instead. I still couldn't believe he'd looked for me. I wasn't sure I'd made the right decision telling him where we were. I spent a while worrying this was a setup and Kate was using Ezra to catch me. Then I worried that paranoia was another sign I was losing my mind. I glanced again at the 4 words Ezra wrote when I asked why he wanted to help. Because you're my friend. I couldn't help remembering the last time I saw him, when Victor cornered me and he looked the other way, just like everyone else. That hurt, but his messages seemed sincere. He wouldn't have looked for me if he didn't care, right? But maybe it was wishful thinking. Ezra couldn't fix this mess, but I was tired of trying to wade through it by myself. My stomach ached. I went to the bathroom, checking for spiders first, and that's where I was when someone knocked on the door. Finally, Richie yelled. Richie, wait, I called, but he was already thumping toward the door.